And we are now live, Jeffrey. How are you doing? How are you?
I am doing quite all right. I actually slept for once, coming off a busy work night, so I'm ready to just relax.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Well, I don't know how much relaxing we'll do. We have a lot to go over because of Disney Plus. They just decided to drop everything, and not even like a good way. It was just like it wasn't like the DC's day thing, where we got like trailers, interviews, and everything. A lot of these were just drop, 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 drop. Just a title, nothing else.
TV show. I don't know much about. There's a lot of TV shows they're trying to work on with Marvel. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they have a whole streaming thing, and there's definitely times where I'm not touching it because nothing I'm watching is appearing on it. Like right now, I think.
Yeah, but not every interesting show they have it has to be from Marvel Comics.
I mean, not all these are Marvel comics. We have a lot of other stuff. They have a lot of stuff with Nat Geo. They have a few documentaries. They have their own Pixar stuff.
Yeah. I
But to
don't
be
know.
fair,
They
a
gotta
lot
step
of
it
it is
up.
Marvel. So why don't we go down? Why don't we go through them?
Yeah, we'll go through the list.
So not starting with Disney Plus Day, but just other news we saw throughout the week leading up to it. Miss Marvel, which was supposed to come out in about a month or two, I believe, has been delayed to the fall of 2022.
Wow, 2022 fall.
Yeah.
So almost a year back. That's interesting. That's a long pushback.
I'm wondering why, because it was supposed to come out so soon. But I know there's been a lot of criticism and complaining about the change of her power sets, where she no longer has embiggening and instead she'll be a Green Lantern.
Yeah, that was kind of lame as well. I don't know why they even decided to change that because it just kind of kills the purpose of her character.
I did my whole thing on TikTok about why I think it was, and the the theory I went with is it's cheaper because I feel
That's
like
probably a safe bet.
okay, I have no experience with special effects, but I feel like changing your form or stretching yourself and making it look realistic and not like a bad sci-fi show is probably very expensive and costs a lot of money.
Well, how did it look in Fantastic Four?
But that's the thing. Fantastic Four is like one maybe 1 hour 30-minute movie. This is a TV series. So say it's like 8 episodes, 30 minutes. That's already like 3 times the budget of that movie.
This is true.
And if there's more than 8 episodes or they're longer than 30 minutes, it's just getting that much more expensive to do that same thing.
If that's the case, they should have tried to take on the character.
That's also one reason why I think Elasta Woman in Doom Patrol only uses her power like twice per season.
That's fair.
Because she has similar powers to Mr. Fantastic and Miss Marvel. But everyone else gets to use their power. She uses her powers like 2 or 3 times the whole season. And I think it's just expensive to do. So they're just trying to avoid like she has it, but we're only gonna use it every now and then. She's not that kind of character who wants to be fighting. She's just chilling.
Makes sense. Yeah, there's definitely a money aspect playing into play in it.
And I don't think you could do that with Miss Marvel. I feel like unless you're gonna have her never use her power for most of the season, only for the big fight at the end, it's just not gonna work out.
Which then it's like, is it really a show that we want to see? Like, what would it be? I guess it'd be more
It,
slice of life.
it will
I
just
don't
be
know
a
what the
slice
show
of
is
life
about.
if she doesn't fight every episode.
I don't even know what this show is like. What's going on happen in this show? Do we know?
I don't think we know too much. No,
Mm.
I just know her. We got one trailer and we saw posters of her new power set where she's making like a light hand construct around her fist,
A light
which
hand construct. If they wanted to like change it to like a light based thing to be cheaper, they should have just made it where it's like vectors, I guess.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where it's like instead of her body expanding, it's like the light being an expansion of her body. Or
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like a Susano or something.
yeah, but I don't know. That's my personal theory. But I have no knowledge about special effects. I was like, well, lengthwise, it sounds like it's gonna be at minimum 3 times longer than Fantastic Four, so it has to be more expensive to make than the movie.
Probably.
And do it so it doesn't look terrible.
Probably. I can agree with that. I'm trying to think if there's any. Yeah, no, that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah. It just sounds like a very difficult thing to make realistic and to do it for every episode.
And yet we're getting a One Piece show.
We'll see how that goes for us, though. They can start doing this, and then when it comes to making the special effects after post, I was like, oh, this sucks. Maybe this is why the boulders went so slow in Avatar.
I just always wonder, because like I was sitting there thinking that about the One Piece show too. I was like, how are they gonna do this? Because like a lot of the powers are very wacky.
I mean, a lot of the powers early on were not as wacky as they are nowadays.
I mean, I don't know. Buggy the clown split into pieces.
That's like the weirdest one we saw though early on.
I can't think that far back.
It's not like now where we have the jacket fruit or anything.
That's true.
Or Law's Operation fruit, Ope fruit.
I mean, that's just like Buggies, I guess. But
I don't know. It seems more wackier than just not being able to get cut. And other delay news, Black Panther 2 has been further delayed. Well, it's speculated to be further delayed due to Letitia Wright's inability to get back in the U.S. after going back home to London to rest due to her unvaccinated status.
She will probably get vaccinated.
You think so?
I mean, I don't think I think above everything, Disney cares about money, and they know Black Panther 2 is going to be a big hit, and if that shit gets delayed, they're going to lose a lot of money, especially with the time frame it might take for her to get back. So
yeah, but I guess it'll depend on what kind of COVID denier she is. If she's just gonna not listen to them and force Disney to either replace her if they haven't shot too many scenes, or force Disney to wait it out.
She's gonna end up like how they did my man Terrence, right? Terrence Howard? Is that his name? Terrence Howard? Yeah, just whole other person that no one expected.
But that also depends that if they didn't shoot a lot yet. If they shot a lot, then that's a lot of wasted money scenes wise, I guess.
Yeah, so it's tough, but.
And then we finally got Disney Plus Day where we finally got a first look at stuff. We got a first look at a trailer for Moon Knight. And is he not? Maybe it's just because I don't know Moon Knight, but I thought he was a rich archaeologist who found a moon amulet or something and went crazy.
Like I said, Moon Knight has been a lot of things. So maybe that is his origin. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I don't know Moon Knight's origins. I just know Moon Knight. I know Moon Knight.
Moon Knight exists.
I don't know his origins. I will look at that real quick.
According to the Wikipedia,
some say he became a boxer that joined the Marines.
Okay, well that seems more in line with this show. He seems much more thuggish, I guess, and just happens to be in prison. Okay, so he is the son of a rabbi, former Marine and CIA operative who became a mercenary. Apparently, he
worked with an archaeologist.
He rescued an archaeologist and his daughter, and I guess he unearthed the tomb for shelter that holds the statue of Egyptian god Khonshu. I mean, I guess that's it. He's crazy. He's a crazy guy, violent guy.
Yeah, that's Moon Knight. He's just wild. That's why Taskmaster won't copy his moves. That's why all that stuff. It's just he's literally just insane.
Well, how are we feeling about it? Are we excited for Moon Knight?
I mean, I'm excited for Moon Knight, but I hope they just do him justice.
I'm uncaring at the moment. I will watch it because we do this show, but I don't know if I would if we did it.
I would recommend a Moon Knight comic to you.
Yeah, maybe it's just I've never read Moon Knight. I've never even seen him in any books I have read.
He is very entertaining.
Then we also got a first look at She-Hulk.
That trailer was interesting. I didn't really care much for what I saw.
Yeah, we didn't see much.
Uh,
We saw Banner back in his Hulk form. Last time we saw him was in Shang-Chi, where he
yeah,
is back in
Professor
human
Hulk.
form. So so at least some
Didn't they say
questions.
that this show? Oh,
Where you go first.
oh, sorry. I said I think they said this show is like in between, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm not sure, but how are you feeling about She-Hulk?
It's like it's whatever.
Just whatever. I think I'm excited. She-Hulk is a character I enjoy. I enjoy her more than a Hulk.
That's fair. I never cared much for the Hulk. Never cared much for She-Hulk. But I mean, I'll watch it. Like I'm willing to see like what they're gonna do with the show. I'm very curious. But like I said, as of right now, there hasn't been anything that's really drawn me to the show yet. You know,
Yeah,
like I
we
said,
haven't
because
got
I
much.
never read much of the name or anything. You know, so
I do love the actress in Orphan Black, so that's always a plus when I
oh
actually
yeah, that's
know the
nice.
actors and actresses. We also got a little teaser picture for Secret Invasion.
I'm glad
How
it's a TV show.
that's okay. I'm unsure what we're doing with this. Like, how is Secret Invasion playing out in the
I don't know.
MCU?
Is everyone gonna be in it? I don't know. Like it's kind of a really big event, huh?
Yeah, has a lot of characters, and we don't really have the scroll set up like that. Like, they seem like to be working with Nick Fury, but maybe they're like Hydra, who were in Shield helping out and stabbing in the back later.
Maybe Hydra clones, sure.
Hydra clones, maybe.
I mean, like I said, it's a big event, so I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm glad it's a TV show rather than just trying to make it a movie because it would probably be a terrible movie. But I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be reminiscent of like Defenders.
Moving on. Marvel Zombies is getting an animated series. Now
That's cool.
I don't know if it's tied to the What If episode or if it's own separate thing, but we're getting them back.
I hope it's its own thing.
You don't like where they left off with the Marvel Zombies continuing that universe?
No. I just hope it's its own thing. It should be its own thing.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't care about the Marvel Zombies comics.
I mean, I don't either, but it should definitely just be its own thing. That's what I think. I don't think it should be anywhere closely related to What If.
Fair enough. Yeah, because they kind of just left it off, and it doesn't really seem like there's much left to do.
The whole continuity connectivity thing, damn near is one of the best things about the MCU, but it's also its worst aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that they could have that is just its own thing would be nice.
Well, how about Agatha, House of Harkness?
Like I said in our private conversation, I thought Agatha was cool in the show. She was fun and enjoyable. Don't know if I'm interested in her own TV show, nor do I know what it's going to be about. I guess it'd be about the occult, but like even still,
You might be in the minority because in the polls I've seen, this is like up there as one of the ones people are most excited for.
I am regarded to as a hater. But I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's going to be bad or anything, or people should be excited. I'm just saying, like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to expect from this show. And like Agatha Harkness isn't a character. Not saying the actress isn't good because she's obviously really good, but she isn't a character I've ever like cared about in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So
comic wise,
I'm
I've
just
never cared.
yeah.
Comic wise, I've never cared about Agatha, but show wise, I really like the actress playing her. I feel like they could do a lot if it's a prequel. I don't know if they could do much of the sequel with her trapped as Wanda's prisoner.
Yeah.
We also got an announcement for Ironheart, which I guess we already knew about. They didn't really tell us anything more.
Oh yeah, Ironheart should be cool. We'll see how the actress plays because I don't know her well. But I mean, it might be cool. It might not be. I don't know. We'll see. I've never read an Ironheart comic. I don't know how entertaining of a character she is. I'm excited.
I'm also not too familiar with Ironheart, I admit. That's usually where our in-house Marvel expert Maya comes in handy, but she's not here right now. So we'll but yeah, I don't know what to expect, especially with I mean, I guess Tony was already dead when she made her origin debut in the comic. We'll just have to see how that goes.
Well, I mean, like I'm cool with it, you know. just feels strange. Two Iron Man Juniors. Sorry.
With
Let me not hate.
Peter.
Don't attack me.
And then we also got news of I Am Groot animated series. I don't know what we're doing with I Am Groot.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's just a pure comedy, which is okay. Groot's kind of cool.
How many episodes are we going to deal with just Groot?
Make it a trilogy like they did Aquaman.
I feel like they can't do more than a trilogy, honestly. It seems very like limited what you could do if it's just Groot.
No, exactly. I'm not trying to see like a very full-fledged out season of Groot. Like three, like a limited series, 3 episodes is perfectly fine. Maybe 50 minutes each. Like,
all right.
oh.
Yeah. How about Spider-Man freshman year?
I don't need this.
This was another one people were excited for.
Huh?
This was another one people were excited for.
Why? Why do we need to
Spider-Man.
know about the 6 months before he met Iron Man?
People love Peter. Or they hate Ben. Whichever one.
It's not even about killing Ben, all right? The whole point of them not putting it is because they said, oh, we've already seen it so many times. But we've heard the complaints. We're going to backtrack and get freshman Peter because we need to see his origin story again to do what? If it was in like the first movie, like, yeah, that would have been fine. But like after the fact, as like a TV show, like what am I going to see? Who is he fighting?
He's your neighborhood friendly Spider-Man, just dealing with bank robberies and stuff, muggings, I guess.
It's going to be 3 episodes of us waiting to see him get bit by the spider. 6 months of what? So I can see him get bullied by that Flash Thompson?
He wasn't, yeah, like it wasn't even like entertaining bullying to watch, I guess. I guess you shouldn't say bullying is entertaining. That's pretty bad of us.
It didn't seem threatening, is what it was. It wasn't really bullying. It was just like, you're broke. Not even that, actually. It was some of the weakest insults I've ever heard. Is what it was.
They did not go through our lives in high school, I guess.
What do they call him? Penis Parker?
I believe so, yeah.
That sounds like, what is this, middle school?
Yeah, I am honestly not looking forward to it, not excited, but that's because I am our resident Spider-Man hater. He's like my least favorite hero in general.
Maybe you need to rewatch the Toby series and reconsider those thoughts.
Moving on, news about an Echo series.
Honestly, I don't want it. Because like the more I've been thinking about it, like I don't want them to, if I'm not getting exactly bar for bar what I got from Daredevil with Daredevil characters, I don't want it.
I mean, maybe you will. She's appearing in Hawkeye. Maybe Hawkeye will be kind of dark, and then she spins off on her own and kind of becomes her own dark, like Daredevil Taskmaster like character.
I know for a fact Hawkeye is going to be nowhere near dark and gritty. I know this because the MCU has already accepted that Hawkeye is a joke, and they're just going to run with it. They're going to run with it to the ground.
And it's also about the time of year it comes out. Like, no one's expecting a dark story during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not excited. I'm somewhat excited because like Echo is cool. Like reading up on her, she's pretty cool. Because I didn't know who Echo was before reading up on her today. I'll be honest with you. But she seems cool, and I would have loved to have seen her in the Daredevil TV show, probably. But I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm just concerned, and it's making me think like this is where Charlie Cox is gonna like reappear in as like maybe Daredevil for like some kind of cameo, and it's just gonna feel unfulfilling, and then I'm gonna be irritated.
I feel like it comes down to what we've heard from you like for the past couple months is you just don't want to watch Hawkeye.
Yes.
Anything associated with this TV show, you are flat out against.
Yes, I am flat out against. And it's not even like I hate Hawkeye. I just don't want to see a Hawkeye TV show. But you know what? I'm putting myself through that pain for y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through it, I believe, next week.
Maybe I'll like it. And maybe I'll take everything back. You know, I didn't expect to what was the show I really liked? I didn't expect to like Falcon and Winter Soldier like that, but I liked it.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it. So maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Moving on. What If Season 2?
Yeah, it's whatever to me.
Yeah. I mean, it had its highs, it had its lows. Like it really depended on the episode, and that's because they were really connected.
You see what I say? They didn't have to be interconnected. That is their own downfall. That is the MCU's own downfall.
I feel like the bigger problem was like some of the stories just needed more time to be fleshed out, and like they should be either 2-part episodes or 1-part, but they're all 1-part episodes.
And they couldn't do that because they wanted to make it a part of an overarching story.
I feel like you can tell an overarching story with still just like some of them being 1 episode, some being 2 episodes, or just make them different lengths in time.
Which is fine. Yeah, I get they could do that, but why would they?
In other news, X-Men 97 anime series returning in 2023.
I'm excited for that.
It just made it better that they put the meme on there of Wolverine laying in bed, missing them.
Oh, I love that. I do love that. That was a nice touch. That was a very nice touch. I appreciate they did that for us fans. I'm excited. I love the show from way back.
Yeah, I enjoyed it when I watched it way back, but again, it's been like almost 20 years. It's been like 15 years.
They probably will struggle with capturing the same energy.
Like, after 15 years, will they have the same cast and crew and writers? Because I feel that's the important part, having a consistent team.
It's hard to say. It's like with Young Justice after season 2.
Yeah.
Not to say that Young Justice is bad. It's pretty good. There is definitely a different energy that you get from 1 and 2 than 3 and 4.
Yeah, there's different tones, different things they're doing. And the same thing could be said about the X-Men series from when it showed on, was it cable television back then?
Yeah.
And it was on Fox, so it wasn't even cable, was it? It was just normal television.
Oh my God. It's been such a long time that I don't even remember there being a discrepancy. There's streaming and then the past.
The things they could do are very different. And like, are they going to do the same animation style to keep the feel, or are they going to upgrade it?
I hope they only slightly upgrade it. I don't really need it to be super modernized. Mm-hmm. Mostly because a lot of these super modernized looks don't really feel that good.
We'll see how they do. I'm excited if it goes well, but I'm also very, very concerned about how it will turn out, because it's so easy to mess this up after such a long gap.
Yeah. I'm just excited for more X-Men. It's probably another thing.
Well, how are you feeling about The Princess and the Frog, Tiana?
Princess and the Frog. So I didn't read that one. Can you remind me? Is it like a second movie?
Well, it's a Disney movie. It's the Disney princess movie. Tiana is a princess. She works. Her dream is to be a chef and have her own restaurant. She lives in Louisiana. She cooks some nice, good old soul food. And then we have a prince show up. And he gets cursed by a voodoo man and gets turned to a frog. And she also
say a voodoo man?
Yeah.
It's a witch doctor, damn it.
It's a witch doctor?
Yeah.
I thought you said you didn't even read this story.
No, I meant like the article, not like I know the movie and the story. Like, what was the article? Is it like a second movie?
No, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about an article.
Oh, you said she was coming back.
Yeah. We just got a first look at the concept art for the long-form musical series directed and written by Stella McGee. Comes to Disney Plus. The following series follows newly crowned Princess Amadonia on a new adventure.
Oh.
That's all they gave us on the Disney Plus day.
Well, I'm sorry. I seem to be very uninformed. I was informed, but I didn't inform myself by actually reading the literature. But
I'm just on their Twitter page. That's what the tweet says with Tiana.
I mean, it's cool, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
cool.
You didn't watch this one Disney movie? I guess it makes sense. We aren't their target demographic for princess movies, especially at the age we were when this probably came out.
What was that, like 6, 17? Oh, I don't know, 18? I don't remember when The Princess and the Frog came out.
Yeah.
I'm about to look that up.
We weren't kids, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was not a kid. When did that come out? 2009. Oh, no, I was a kid.
Oh, no, 2009, I graduated in 2011, so I was like, what, a sophomore in high school? So I was about
So
16, 15.
I was a freshman in 2011 in high school. So
So you'll be in
I was
middle
like
school, 7th grade.
13. Yeah, like I was like 11. Sheesh.
Oh,
Which
yeah, no.
actually thinking back on it, it does feel like that's when it came out. Yeah.
And then for me, sophomore year,
I think I was too busy watching like
15,
Sonic the
16.
Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog was like my elementary school days. Sonic X?
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant. Sonic X. I watched all the Sonic shows. I was going
Okay.
through a really big Sonic phase back then.
And then other news, Zootopia Plus. Go back to the fast-paced Memo Metropolis of Zootopia in Zootopia Plus, a new short-form series coming to Disney Plus.
Kid-friendly Beastars.
Yeah, kid-friendly Beastars. Are we getting my girl Shakira back for this?
Probably. I mean that would be nice, but probably not.
Her
Maybe
song
for
in
a
that
bit.
one was really nice. Make her
Maybe
do a
for
new
a,
song for this.
maybe we'll get her for a song.
All right, moving on from Beastars to, I was gonna try and say an anime about baseball, but I don't know any animes about baseball.
King of Diamonds, King of Aces, Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Diamond.
Well, welcome to Disney's version of that. Step up to the plate and check out this first look art from Pixar. Win or Lose, an all-new anime series coming to Disney Plus.
Wait, it's a series?
Yeah, anime series by Pixar.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll check it out. I guess it's different, so I'll take it. Maybe it'll be entertaining. It's probably not the target demographic.
I don't know anything about baseball, so I don't know how this will go for me. I don't
I
know
don't.
any rules.
I know very little about baseball. I just know the Peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
I don't even know what that is.
Take me out to the ball game.
Game.
Take me out. I don't
Yeah.
even know the whole song.
Well, how much do you know about cars? Are you a car guy?
I know a good amount about cars.
Well, are you excited for Owen Wilson and Larry the Cable Guy to return to voice Lightning McQueen and Mater in Disney's Plus original series, Cars on the Road, streaming in 2022?
So I'm actually excited for that because I actually do like the Cars series. I haven't
I've
watched
never
any of the
seen one.
spinoffs. Huh?
I've never seen one.
You never seen Cars?
No.
Haxley, you have to go watch Cars.
Why is this something I have to watch?
Cause it Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Come on, man. What? You never seen Cars?
This seems like a middle school Haxley thing.
I don't even remember when I watched. Yeah, when did Cars come out?
Cars came out in 2006. So how
Oh my
old
gosh.
was I then? So I was born in 1992. So 2006, 2020. So 2002, I've been 10 plus 4 more years. So 14. I was 14 years old.
I was 9.
You're probably more their target demographic than a middle schooler.
Nah, there's no way in middle school you weren't rocking with Cars, though. I saw Cars 1 and 2. I didn't watch Planes, though. I didn't need all that. But Cars? Come on. Ka-chow. Come on. You gotta watch Cars, man. That's a childhood classic.
Middle school Haxley. I didn't start going to movies till like freshman year of high school. That's when I first started watching movies.
You didn't want to see living cars have a romantic relationship?
Nah, that wasn't anything I was interested in.
Or cow tipping? I played the video game. It was very
I do
fun.
remember for like the end of middle school, our school does a trip where we walk to the movie theater near us. And we got separated into groups. So some of the classes saw one movie, and that movie was Cars. And the other class got separated, and we watched Garfield. I think it was Garfield 2, Tale of Two Kitties.
You watched Garfield 2 over Cars.
We don't get a choice. It was like, okay, 7-1 and 7-2, go to these theaters. 7-3, 7-4, go to those theaters.
Dang. Because they know everyone would have wanted to watch Cars, Haxley. So they were like, no. They struck some kind of deal with the theaters. Like, hell, help us sell these tickets. Not that Garfield 2 probably wasn't good. It probably was really good. I remember liking the Garfield movies back in the day. So,
but yeah, I do remember I went to see Garfield. I think Mai was on the team that got to see Cars.
Mai probably appreciates Cars.
But yeah, I never saw any of them. I think Both of the Garfield movies.
Garfield was cool. Wait, is that the live action one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Garfield was cool. Wow, I'm just really diving back into old memory lane.
Well, how about diving further back in memory lane with a documentary about exploring the history of the legendary bounty hunter in Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett. An original
cool.
documentary special now streaming on Disney Plus now.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, you know, that's more fun for like the super Star Wars fanatics. I myself am only a huge Star Wars fanatic, not a super Star Wars fanatic. So, you know, my lust for Boba Fett is very minimum.
Well, how are you a fanatic about the Spiderwick Chronicles? They're not a series I read, so I'm not familiar with them.
The what Chronicles?
The Spiderwick Chronicles. I do remember them as a book, but I never read those books.
Spiderwick? Hold up. Maybe if I see it, I'll remind myself. Spiderwick?
Yeah. Like the wick of a candle, all one word, Chronicles.
Oh, I don't know. I probably avoided it because it has spider in its title.
It's a world of fantasy.
Was it like a beloved fantasy series? I don't know.
Yeah, it was very popular. I remember a lot of kids reading it. I wasn't one of them. I was reading like Aragon. It was like during that time frame, I think, when like Aragon, Spiderwick, and the Lightning Thief series were all coming out. Like a bunch of.
Oh, I was reading Lightning Thief. I wasn't reading Spiderwick.
I was reading Lightning Thief too. It was like after like everyone was trying to do their own Harry Potter series, I guess.
No, what? Lightning Thief is nothing like Harry Potter.
I mean, you got a bunch of kids going to a school with powers.
Lightning Thief wasn't about a bunch of kids going to school with powers.
Oh, they were at a camp. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then he crossed over to like the mythological world. What? That's nothing like Harry Potter. Minus, I guess, going through it. Well, you know, it's not like Harry Potter. I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't you dare disrespect Rick Riordan like that.
I like the Lightning Thief. I've never seen Harry Potter.
That's fair. So we'll say it's the opposite.
I'm just saying, like, he goes to camp. He's a demigod. They have some adventures. From what I know of Harry Potter, he's a wizard. He goes to a school. He goes on adventures.
He fights the guy with no nose, whose name shall not be named. I did like Harry Potter, though. Not as much as a lot of other people, though.
Well, how do you feel about High School Musical?
I loved High School Musical very much.
I've never seen High School Musical.
God, actually, what were you doing?
Not watching a musical about high school when I think I was in high school.
You didn't even see the first one? I guess that's fair. If you were in high school at the time that it came out, it's probably not your demographic.
When did High School Musical come out? High School Musical came out in 2006, so I was in middle school. I was the same year as Cars.
I was 9 watching High School Musical.
I was like 12 or 13. 14, I think. I did the math. 14.
I don't dance. I know you can. Not a chance. No.
I was in like 8th grade then. I was 8th grade. Okay.
You didn't watch High School Musical?
Not in 8th grade. We're getting ready for high school.
That's fair, I guess. That's fair. I won't say it's like the most breathtaking movie, but I felt like everybody saw High School Musical, at least the first one.
Well, are you excited for High School Musical? The musical, the series, season 3.
No.
From what I know, it's about a musical. It's about a school musical that's doing High School Musical.
You know who else did that? The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It was a literal episode. That's literally an episode for The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. God, there was a lot of good TV back then.
Speaking of good TV, how about The Proud Family? Louder and Prouder.
I mean, I hope they do it well. I love The Proud Family.
I love The Proud Family too. This is one I did watch.
I love The Proud Family, so I am excited. I just hope they do it justice. I think it's dealing with Penny being older, so I guess that's kind of weird for me. But
I mean, it's gonna feature Lizzo, Tiffany Haddish, Gabriel Union, Cedric the Entertainer, Lil Nas X, Soleil Moonfry, Leslie Odom Jr., and Carlos Mencia.
I don't know. That actually makes me not want to watch the show.
Honestly, I don't remember the last time I even heard Carlos Mencia's name. He hasn't done anything in forever.
Now I'm not as excited to watch the show. I was like, why do I need all these people? Or are they their own character in the show, or are they supposed to be voice acting my beloved characters?
They'll be doing their own characters. They're showing up for like a special. They're just featured. They're not going
Oh,
to be in the
okay.
whole cast.
Okay.
I think most of the original cast, are returning.
All right, that's fine. I just,
But
I do. I'm
Pappy,
excited to see Buff Sugar Mama.
yeah, and Pappy is living with them now.
Ah, Pappy.
So I don't know what happened to the Spanish family because they didn't show up in the trailer except for Pappy.
It's a good question. I'm gonna rewatch Proud Family. I did love that show.
Well, going back to princesses, do you like Cinderella? The Tale of Cinderella?
Not really, but sure.
Oh well. How would you feel about if we got rid of the high heel and replaced it with a sneaker?
I'll be real with you. I saw that and I was like, this might be the dumbest concept I've ever seen this year. Like, they put no effort. Yo, let's do Cinderella, but throw a sneaker on it and make it black. What?
I didn't even watch the trailer. Is it so? We're following a dude. I'm watching it right now. Oh, they're just like coloring the sneakers on the bus. I feel like that can't be good for the bus. You're gonna get paint everywhere on the seats, and someone's gonna sit on it. I'm moving on. But I don't care about sneakers. I don't think I care about Cinderella.
I'm not a guy who's really into love stories like that, especially ones that are like very like
Mm-hmm. Well,
corny.
how do you feel about America? America
whatever.
the Beautiful. It's an original series from Nat Geo, streaming on Disney Plus in 2022.
So, like, what's it going to be about? Is it like a play on words where they call it America the Beautiful and they bash on America? Or is it going to be like them promoting America?
I mean, it's a nature documentary from Nat Geo. So in this commercial, we're looking at like bald eagles. They have kingfishers, some alligators. An alligator just ate a deer.
Oh, so this is stuff like you would see in like school on the big TV. Okay, that's whatever. I don't care.
You have a bison. I mean, it's just about the wildlife about America.
I do like nature docs, so I might watch it. Yeah. I immediately thought of Scholastic when you said that. I don't know why. But...
Well, good thing, because it's not the only nature doc Disney's doing. They're also doing Welcome to Earth with Will Smith narrating.
Okay. Unexpected twist, but I'm okay with it.
That's all I got. It's Welcome to Earth being hosted by Will Smith. There's pictures of like a desert with some antelopes, a waterfall, some glaciers. So I guess we'll explore all the biomes of Earth and maybe talk about this stuff.
It's cool, I guess. I like the more like predator based documentaries like Africa's Deadliest, or you know what I mean? Well, I like hearing about all these countries that have animals that will kill me.
Oh, what about series where you're pushing the human body to its limits?
That sounds amazing.
Because they're doing that. Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, where he pushes the boundaries of human potential.
That's a show, or is it a movie?
It's an original series, so it's a show.
I'll watch it. I really have Extraction made me really like Chris Hemsworth in action scenarios, so I'll watch it.
It looks like he's about to dive with no wetsuit in the Arctic. He's now in a helicopter. It looks like he's about to jump out. He's training to increase his breath. He's pushing it. But to be fair, what his body can do without pushing it is very different from what my body can do by pushing it.
That's very fair. I would say the same for me. I'll watch it. Maybe I'll enjoy it.
What about a live action retelling of Pinocchio starring Tom Hanks, Cynthia Erivo, Luke Evans?
Oh, I thought you were still reading.
I mean, I could read more, but
no, I didn't feel like it. I don't know. I only knew Tom Hanks, and then after that,
I only knew Tom Hanks too.
I guess it's cool. It was bound to come. You know, they've been on this trend. Yo, let's take all our animated movies and make it live action. So
I don't think Pinocchio was that interesting.
You didn't like Pinocchio? I thought it was entertaining.
I've only read Pinocchio.
You didn't watch Pinocchio?
No.
Come on, Haxley.
You know what?
It is okay, I guess. Don't lie. is the plot.
You know what I did watch? Hocus Pocus, and we're getting Hocus Pocus 2 fall 2022.
You excited for that?
I'll watch it. I think I'm excited. I enjoy it, but again, it's another one of those where it's been so long, it could be really hard to recapture that magic.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus sounds entertaining.
Have you ever chased your dreams to become a star, Jeff?
A star,
Hmm.
multiple times, have failed every single time.
Well, we can watch Better Nate Than Ever.
Better Nate than ever.
Yeah.
That sounds like an old Disney show. You lay it
This
on
is
me.
an original Disney movie coming
Mm.
to Disney Plus.
All right, I'll accept that it's a movie, but that sounded like a really classic Disney show that I would have loved to watch back in the day. You know, like Phil in the Future. Phil of the Future. Is that
Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah, that was Disney.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Were you a fan of the Rescue Rangers?
No, I never watched
No?
that.
You don't like Chip and Dale? I loved them. They were like one of my favorites.
I never watched that.
Well, they're coming back with John Mulaney and Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg. Okay.
How do you feel about the Beatles?
The Beatles? Like the band?
Yeah, the band.
I like them.
How do you feel about Peter Jackson,
Peter Jackson?
the director?
I don't know him that well.
Well, Peter Jackson is doing a 3-part event beginning November 25th with The Beatles Get Back.
The Beatles Get Back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me look up this man's discography before I say I don't know him that well. I've
did-
never seen The Hobbit. I did watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. I think he did King Kong, like the earlier one.
I like King Kong. I haven't seen a lot of these. Have not seen a lot of these. I did like Lord of the Rings though, so he gets my A-OK. And King Kong.
Well, how familiar are you with The Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Very familiar. I used to read those all the time.
Never read them, never seen it. But it's coming back as an franchise. Diaries of a Wimpy Kid. Roderick rules.
Okay. Unexpected. Didn't they just recently like have a Diary of the Wimpy Kid movie? Not recently, but like relatively recently. Or am I like 10 years in thinking back?
Well, that's the next thing. The Diary of the Wimpy Kid movie is coming December 3rd on Disney Plus.
That's cool. I like the Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
Do you remember Enchanted?
Barely.
Well, it's getting a sequel. Disenchanted.
That sounds very close to Disenchantment on Netflix.
That's the first thing I was like, that's too close to that. They should change their name. But we do have Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey coming back for their old roles that they played like 10 years ago.
That's fair.
Probably more than 10 years ago.
Probably.
We're also getting hola, how you doing?
Sorry, I am late.
It's okay. You said you might be late. You had stuff to do.
Yeah. So what are we talking about?
I'm just going through Disney Plus's Twitter, going through the list. I was just about to announce Cheaper by the Dozen reboot or
Yeah, it's a reboot,
Okay.
I think.
I couldn't tell if it was a reboot or a sequel
Or-
because they're doing a lot of sequels.
It might be a sequel, but it feels like a reboot. I don't know. I hate how Disney does this. It's the dumbest thing ever. Just they literally had video presentations put on Disney Plus after all of the announcements. Just do that instead of tweeting out announcements.
Oh, I thought they were doing them at the same time.
No.
Oh,
No, because the video presentations were the collection, but like they could have done a little bit more and made it
Yeah.
a whole day, like other companies do. For a company that prides themselves on innovation, this was like 15 years ago.
but
Just like all these shows and movies.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. Is like it's been like 15 years since like all these other things.
yeah.
But I think Cheaper by the Dozen is the last one on this list of tweets. So going back through it, what are we most excited for, Jeff?
Most excited for? I have to go through the list again because I felt like we just read like all right. We spent an hour talking about this. So most excited for Moon Knight.
Most excited for Moon Knight. What about non-Marvel property?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of the Wimpy Kid's your favorite?
I was gonna go with Book of Boba Fett for non-Marvel, but non-Marvel, non-Star Wars. I guess. No.
Well, while you try and rethink it, my favorite, the one I'm most excited for Marvel wise is Agatha House of Harkness. Non-Marvel wise, it's Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. I loved them as a kid.
I did love Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, but I got a little beef with Dale now as an adult. He was flirting with my fiance last time we went to Disney, and now it's a fight on site.
Well, you gotta fight him. I mean, to be fair, I'm surprised that she stuck with you. I would have gone with Dale.
Disrespectful.
I take it back though. Favorite non-one is Cars.
Cars.
No, I am not. That is the least excited I am.
Why? The disrespect on Cars is astounding.
Jeff was very excited when we got to the Cars animated series.
I did watch Olaf Presents today, and that was pretty great. In all honesty,
No,
it's just him recapping a whole bunch of different Disney films.
Yeah, remember Scott's friend in Ant-Man? It's pretty much that with Olaf from Frozen retelling a bunch of Disney movies.
oh word.
Yeah. The Lion King one is especially good. And at the if you go all the way to the end, there's actually just a straight playthrough of all of them. So you don't have to watch them one by one.
That's great. I might do that.
All right.
Here, let me see if I can find a Disney one while I'm looking through. Actually, Win or Lose was something that sounded really interesting.
Really?
Yeah. So
I was picturing you liking Tiana.
I mean, that's fair, but Win or Lose really caught my eye because I watched the visual presentation for Pixar, and that really made me interested in it. It's going to be 6 episodes, all from different perspectives of a team trying to win a championship. And so there'll be the coach, there'll be the star player, there'll be the player who messed up, big game anxiety. It seems like they're just having fun with it.
Okay.
I did also watch Under the Helmet, Legacy of Boba Fett, and that was a cool little watch if you like the behind the scenes kind of stuff. It's pretty short. It's only 30 minutes.
Okay.
A lot of stuff I learned from it too. Apparently Boba Fett's armor was originally going to be a upgraded stormtrooper.
Oh, I'm glad they didn't do that.
So it was all white. By the time they produced it, it was too expensive to make more than one. And George Lucas just kind of gave somebody free reign on coloring it and just finishing up the touches on it. And then they did a parade in George's hometown, and the 2 characters they decided to put in the parade were Darth Vader and Boba Fett before the movie came out.
Huh.
And so that got a lot of publicity for him. And then he had a separate mini animated film that was done before the movie was out. So he was technically introduced in a mini film before anything else.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
So,
well, we're done with the Disney aspects of our presentation of news of the week. So moving on to over onto Netflix, we got a trailer for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: Stone Ocean.
I'm a JoJo fan. I'm excited. So
I'm excited.
I don't watch JoJo, so I don't care.
Well, then how about we feeling about Netflix's live action One Piece cast reveal?
I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. The casting, by the way, feels actually pretty spot on.
Yeah, the problem is their casting usually you look at it and you're like, okay, that's pretty good. I say usually because Death Note was the one where I was like, huh? The only one they got right was Willem Dafoe, which was kind of obvious.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can say about the cast because I don't know any of these people.
I don't know any of them.
I don't know any of them, but they got appearances right, and that's kind of huge.
My concern is just how the show is gonna actually go.
Also, One Piece is so long, how are you gonna do a live action show for it?
This might be the only chance we ever get in our lifetime to see the Straw Hats find the One Piece.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You can't cut out all of the in between. One Piece is about the journey.
But One Piece is not going to end. It's not going to end.
It's they're reaching the end. They're in the final quarter.
I forgot Proud Family was happening. I'm also excited for Proud Family.
Yes, Proud Family.
I don't
That
know,
is-
Jeff. It might never end. Something could happen to us. Something could happen to Oda. This movie,
Don't
mi-
speak such things into existence. Actually, I will
This-
reach the end.
this movie might be the only chance we get.
Don't. I thought it was a series.
Is it a series? I thought it was a movie.
It's a series.
Oh, so they have more than 2 hours than like I thought they would.
I just don't know how they're gonna how these powers are gonna look. Because as I was telling Haxley earlier, One Piece is very far out there with how everything works,
Everybody's OP.
and the powers all work weird. And I'm sure it's very, very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Besides,
I don't know.
all
We
being
could
on
just
ocean.
get Avatar again.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
My thing is, at least for me and a lot of people, One Piece takes a while to get going for a lot of people.
It's not that it takes a while to get going for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like the art style, so they're like, ugh.
My problem was I put it down, and then the next thing I knew was at 700 episodes, and I went, nah.
Like it's just like some people say One Piece doesn't get good till Arlong Park, or for me, I didn't really start enjoying it until Ines Lobby.
And people have the option to watch the movies that cut out like more than 400 episodes worth of episodes. You just miss out a lot of the character connection you get.
Yeah, I don't know. Not for me.
One Piece is great for its characters, but I could go on for like a year and a half about the amazingness that is One Piece.
I might just continue the manga because I'm not really continuing the anime that much. Like I'll catch an episode here and there.
I gave up on watching the anime. I'm reading the manga. I gave up on the anime. After that, how they did Dressrosa, I could never watch it again.
All right.
We also have season 4 of Camp Cretaceous trailer.
Yes,
Axel?
I'm excited. I love Camp Cretaceous.
I've not gotten into it, but I know you rave about it.
Have you guys checked it out?
No.
I have
No.
not seen it. What's it on
Well,
Netflix?
It is on Netflix. It's a Netflix original series. It connects to Jurassic World with the end of season 3 connecting to Fallen Kingdom. But yeah, I think it's really good. I thought it would be a kids show. No, it gets really dark. You see, some people get eaten.
I'll watch it. I
I'll
just
watch it for
added it to
people
my
getting
list.
eaten.
But season 4 starts soon. I think December 3rd. So if you guys can catch up by then, and we can talk about it.
Good
November.
luck.
That's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, good luck. I just started working again. There's I'm catching up in 2 weeks.
Like, I literally was just talking to my friend earlier. I was like, "Wow, November really just like
Flew by.
snap." Yeah.
It's so funny because like we're only halfway through November, right? But it feels so much faster because now we're doing Thanksgiving prep, and once you hit Thanksgiving prep, then it's Christmas prep, and then the end of the year happens.
Yeah. That's
So,
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
and we're also getting a Halo TV series on Paramount Plus.
I'm excited for that.
It's
I'm
one of the
excited for that.
services I
I'm
don't
excited
have.
for that.
I have it, so we'll be aight.
And
I
then-
have free trial.
I already used up my free trial.
I'm watching Evil on.
Yeah, I used up the free trial watching the new iCarly.
Was it worth
I used
it?
my free.
I mean, I got a soft spot for that show, but it also feels weird that without Sam, but I totally understand the actress's reasonings for not coming back.
Yeah.
So
I used up my free trial for Resident Alien. I really enjoyed that. But,
Resident Alien. Which
It's
one
on.
is-
It was on Sci-Fi, and it's about an alien crash landing in Colorado, I believe, and he becomes the town's doctor,
Oh.
and he's just trying to understand human life while trying to find the pieces for his ship and the doomsday weapon he was gonna use to kill the human race.
Okay.
Because he came to Earth to destroy the human race that his people sent him here because the human race is
As
getting
all
out of
aliens
hand.
sent to Earth do, yeah.
and then speaking of, I figure like all we need to do is say is Halo TV series, and people are gonna be excited. I don't even know what it's about. I didn't even read the article. I just saw Halo TV series, and I was like, I'm in.
That's what got me. I saw a little bit of snippet. I saw the 117 Master Chief put on the helmet from the back because I can't get to see his face ever. And I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Just give it to me now.
And then speaking of Halo, we've got Halo Infinite multiplayer beta is starting now. If you play, your progress will continue on to live, which I don't like, but that's fine. Also, it's just the multiplayer, so I don't care.
Yeah,
Halo.
it's just their version of like Fortnite and Valorant and all that, right? Where
No. It's a new Halo game, so
Oh.
it's like it's just their multiplayer for that. And Halo multiplayer is its own breed of hard and complicated and difficult. I think Geoff froze on us.
No, I didn't freeze. I'm squinting just really, really hard. He said Halo's version of Fortnite, and they rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah. I like Halo a lot. I love the story of it. I like playing the multiplayer with friends, like local stuff back in the day. It was always a lot of fun, but the stupid tricks that people can do live is just kind of ridiculous. Like double jumping onto a rocket that's been fired from a rocket launcher to then double jump again to get to a hiding spot and just be able to pick you off. Like, nah.
Gotta love the ingenuity. I love Halo, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, I'll play it. I'll play this. You know, I think the last Halo I played was Halo 4. I left a weird sour spot in my mouth, but you know, other than that, it was still fun.
Did you play Reach or 5?
I played Reach.
Okay. 5 was actually decent.
Oh, it was decent.
Yeah.
I was worried after because like 4 hurt me, and I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah. 4 was the one with Cortana going bad, right?
Yeah, she was like glitching, I think.
Yeah. 5 is better.
The weapons were cool in 4.
Although I do love that, like, I do love that, you know, Bungie no longer has Halo, Microsoft has Halo, and then Microsoft was like, we don't know how to do numbers. Instead of Halo 6, have Halo Infinite. Like, Reach was fine because it was a prequel. Whatever. I'm not going to shit on its naming convention. But specifically, Halo Infinite is bad. Although Bungie did ODST, but ODST was really just a relaunch of Halo 3.
Yep.
I played. I was a PlayStation and Nintendo kid, so I only ever played Halo at other people's houses in multiplayer mode.
You mean a lot of Halo experiences multiplayer?
Yeah, a lot of people's experiences with Halo is multiplayer. I just really like the fucking story, and if they don't, as long as they don't fuck it up, I'm good.
Yeah. Just give me Halo 1 and 2, but in live action.
Dude, the flood in live action is terrifying.
I'm so excited.
Also, Halo 2 had the best story because you could play as the Arbiter.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking canned him. And it still irritates the shit out of me they did that. I hope he comes back.
He'll come back.
Well, I think that does it for news of the week. That is our show for the news. I'm Haxley. This is Mai, and this is Geoff. Thank you for tuning in for this segment. Follow us on our social medias and YouTube channel, wherever else you're not watching us at.